The mod is quite literally called Yuri Gets a Haircut. Would anyone like to take any predictions about what happens in the mod? Okay, I kind of like the audio. I kind of like the sound. The sounds cool. All right, and of course the whole little let's play mode. Sometimes things need to get worse before they get better. Okay, this is a crazy title screen for a mod just called Yuri Gets a Haircut. Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome to Yuri Gets a Haircut. Uh, it's a mod where Yuri gets a haircut. Apparently, I think it was a mod that was submitted for a mod jam of some sort, or like a some sort of award, like a reward award submission thing. So not entirely sure. Maybe it was a haircut mod jam, but I don't really know much about it. I think the only thing I do know though is the creator of this. One of the creators of this. I think there's two creators. One of them is the creator of Cardboard Box. Some of you might remember Cardboard Box. We did play it on the channel. If you haven't seen the playthrough of Cardboard Box, I highly recommend it. It was a very emotional and good mod. And I think the other creator of this created Emerald Affection, which was that Monica mod that we also played on the channel. Though I think it does have an updated demo. I need to get around to that at some point. But yeah. Oh, it's like, oh, it's scissors. I just realized that's what the menu sound is. Those are scissors because she's snipping. I get it now. I get it. Okay, chat's telling me it was made by the Emerald Affection dev and the Cardboard dev for DDMX 2024. Okay. Winter. It seems as if it's in full swing. Okay, I'm assuming this is Yuri, right? Like, it's called Yuri Gets a Haircut, so I would assume I have to speak this entire mod in my Yuri voice, I guess. Okay, well, here we go, I guess. I watch from my window as the breeze blows little white flakes across the sky, scattered about with no set path in sight. It's quite difficult for me to not see the irony. Oh my god, there she is. Something as forgettable as a single snowflake, moving through its limited time without purpose. They say every snowflake is unique, special. But at the end of the day, it's just another snowflake. Pulling my curtain closed, I let out a deep sigh. Oh my god, we're going old fashioned Remp UI. Okay. I don't know if it's for this specifically, but I know it's there for the I know you can call novel mode in Ren'Py using DDLC's code because Ren'Py is just is a basic visual novel like creator. So they might have had to make this text box, I'm assuming. But yeah, it looks like an old visual novel UI. We've gone too far. we've gone too far. We've modernized how visual novels look by creating little text boxes and everything to now we're like, now I want to go back. We yearn for the old white box that covers the entire bottom of the screen. For most of my life, I've been going by the wayside, avoiding attention. Though ever since graduation, I felt it harder to feel content with this. I've never been very social, often preferring a book or a pen to keep me company. And yet I find myself longing for it. Longing for days where I had people by my side day in and day out. Friends. Oh, is she like, are they not in the class? Did she like graduate? Yeah, she said ever since graduate, I'm stupid. Look, I just woke up like an hour ago. For days that, for better or worse, were some of the best I've had. But they're now just a distant memory. We all parted ways to our different prospective futures once we graduated high school. Oh, okay, okay, so they just split up, okay. Monica and Sayori chose to attend the same university. Okay, well, except for those two, what the hell? Oh, cool. Just leave the rest of us. Or rather, Sayori chose to follow Monica to the university that she selected outside of the city. Natsuki found a culinary school that she felt particularly interested in, making a career of her passion for baking. And of course, him. He chose university not far from Monica so that they could be together after graduation. Hey! Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. Me when MC Monty Crumbs, ignoring the depression that Yuri is feeling. Sorry, Yuri. Their successes bring a kind of joy to my heart that I don't particularly understand, but joy nonetheless. And it's not like they're gone from my life. We still keep in contact. Oh, okay, well then there you go. Though it's probably not the same, though. They're all my very best friends, but never before have I felt so lonely. Just like them, I followed my own path. I'm currently at my preferred university, taking a general year as I try to find a field to pursue a career in. Yet it feels like the beginning of high school all over again. I invariably sit alone at the back of the lecture halls. Show up, sit down, listen, come home. Show up, sit down, listen, come home. The all too familiar daily cycle returned, and with it frustration at my shortcomings. Most people around me enrolled by themselves too, and they also naturally fall into a new group, forming new bonds. But that terrifies me. Sayori always made it so simple. She's the sole reason I was able to be at ease in the literature club. She simply talked and listened to me as I was, always with her carefree happiness. No more, no less. It gave me confidence that I was enough. But all that confidence seems to have blown away, much like the snow outside. Maybe I never really had it after all. I thought I changed, but... change. I wish I could change. Sometimes I just wish I could be someone else. I'm reminded of that moment Sarah and I shared during my first week in the club. She said that time she wished a bit of myself rubbed off on her. I always wished for the opposite. I glanced at the mirror hanging on my wall, taking myself in. I noticed a few loose strands of hair nearly reached down to my navel. Focusing on those strands, I feel another brief recollection of that day. Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. I glanced at myself again. Hesitantly, I reached for my phone. Yes, I'd like to make an appointment. As soon as you're available. Tomorrow? With my heart tightening in my chest. Taking a deep breath, I reply. Tomorrow's perfect. Thank you. Yeah, for a mod called Yuri Gets a Haircut, I am feeling very sad. Oh, he's back at school. Oh, we gotta get the professor! Okay, class, that will be it for our first lecture. Please be prepared for the next class. Follow the syllabus pre-work. We move quickly in this class, so you all need to make sure you stay on top of things. And remember, there is a time and a place for everything. This is a Pokemon. A cacophony of groans emerges from the classmates in front of me. That has to be the 6th time I've heard from a professor, only for it to be as involved as any other class. As I slowly pack up from my seat near the back, a girl I haven't met before approaches me with a huge smile. Oh my god, you cut your hair! It looks awesome! I'm immediately taken aback. She seems to recognize me, but I've no idea who she could be. I'm sorry, do you know me? Of course I do. Yuri, the star of our class. She announces my apparent status as she stares into an infinity. It feels like you're the only one with answers in our class. This class only began today, though. We barely got through the introductions. Not this one, silly. Our Japanese class. A pang of nostalgia hits me strongly. You always seem so invested in what Miss Toriumi had to say. I wish I was half as smart as you are. The girl's sudden dejected tone catches me off guard, but not a beat later, her bubbly personality surfaces again. Oh, thanks. I don't feel like I did anything worth praising. I was just doing what was asked. Don't be so modest. Plus, with that long purple hair of yours, how could I not notice you? It was so pretty. But you look absolutely amazing like this. Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm certainly trying, but I could never rock short hair as well as you. I assume she's noticing the increasing discomfort creeping up onto my expression as she suddenly pauses, looking puzzled. I'm sorry, where are my manners? You don't even know my name. Right. I'm Melia. She stretches out her hand in my direction. As I stand up to meet her hand, I feel Melia's intense gaze on me. My Sorry, what? I quickly scanned myself looking for anything that might stand out. Look at you. Yuri, you're smoking hot. Huh? I... My face is instantly flushed red as my eyes dart to the ground. I'm at complete loss for words. I spilled some tea in my sweater during my previous break, leaving me only a rather tight shirt, by my standards anyway. I'm really regretting that clumsiness now. I'm sorry, I realize this might be a little forward for the first time we're actually talking, but... Look at you. She reminds me of Sayori. She had a poor, well, almost non-existent grasp of boundaries. But Melia manages to be far worse. I was about to say, I was like, she seems way worse than Sayori. Sayori only mentioned the boob thing when, like, she felt like she was trying to, as like a lift everyone up type of thing. She just straight up just said it for no reason. You always wear these really baggy sweaters. God, every girl in this school would kill to have that figure. You don't mean that. Oh, believe me, I do. You can make any boy drool for you. I didn't think it was possible, but there was still room for my face to feel even hotter than it did a moment ago. Through my embarrassment, I catch Melia briefly looking up at the clock behind me. Oh, shoot, I didn't even notice the time. I need to run to my next class, but you're giving me your number tomorrow. I need you to tell me your secrets. I really don't. Bye! And almost as quickly as she appeared, she was gone. Gently running my fingers through my hair, I can't stop wondering. Was it really this? Force these thoughts aside. At least for now, I should just get home. Aw, she made friend. Oh my god, footsteps! Through the snow! Yo, fancy. Smart. Little transparent footsteps. Closing the door behind me and taking my shoes off, I'm immediately hit by the comfort of a warm home in the harsh winter. The conversation I had with Melia constantly replays in my head, against my wishes. I hang my soft puffer jacket to dry and lament the general state of my clothes. Even with an umbrella, I feel soaked to the bones. Putting my sweater aside, I notice a girl in the mirror. That's who Melia saw. Oh my god, I knew they were going to use the short hair Yuri spray. There she is. She's so cute. I take a step towards the image. The outfit is new, though. I've not seen that outfit before. That is a very new outfit. I feel embarrassed by it. Close my arms around me and look away. But with a deep breath, I look back at this girl in front of me. She feels foreign. She swings her body to the sides, trying to show me her whole figure. Ellie's words once again force their way to the forefront of my thoughts. But a shiver takes me out of the moment. For a second, I'd forgotten my clothes were wet from the pouring rain. Trying to set aside everything that happened as a funny quirk of life, I take a step towards the bathroom. But I can't help myself. I feel entranced by the girl in the mirror, and I stand in front of her again. She stands tall, with perfect posture. Her long gray skirt covers most of her legs, her high socks hiding what's left. Her high neck shirt almost looks suffocating all of a sudden, even though by modern standards it fits quite loosely on her. It's not like I'm ignorant of the measurements of her body, but as I stare at her, I realize I never tried to make sense of it. For the first time in my life, I'm looking at her, really looking, as others would, far better or worse, judging. No! Ah! I'm caught off guard! A single button loosens the waistband of her skirt, letting it fall to the ground. The shirt she leaves on is not even long enough to cover her underwear. Her legs are considerably longer than her torso, giving her a very elegant look. Tall socks accentuate the taper of her legs, a small foot gently broadening to modestly wide hips. Her getup reminds me of the cheesy movie the girls made me watch one time, where the heroine meets her lover with nothing but some briefs and a stolen oversized sweater. Ah! A short moment later, her shirt also falls to the ground. My face feels hot once again. Her substantial breasts can't help but become the center of attention, greatly highlighted by her impressively thin waist. She turns her body once more, letting me see her whole figure. Now a step away from nude, pursuing her body is almost dazing. I feel myself taking another step towards the stunning figure. I reach towards her. I want to know her better. I try to touch her cheek. The coldness of the mirror shocks me back into reality. I look at her again. I look at me, as if checking that this image in front of me is real. I gently cup my breasts. Look, I'm just gonna be honest. I didn't think this was gonna happen. I don't know what's going on. Yo, this mod better keep it safe. Chad, I'm scared. I let my hand slide down my waist and tenderly squeeze my thighs. I'm gonna try to recall when and why I started hiding this from everyone, and even myself. I sit on the floor in front of the mirror, hugging my knees. I see my hair, cut down to my shoulders after a decade of letting it grow. And I think of Melia's words. I see my body after a decade of trying to hide it. And I think of Melia's words. If I'm honest with myself, I want to be friends with her. The thought of being seen, it's overwhelming. I felt embarrassed looking at myself. How am I supposed to handle others looking at me? I'm not sure I can... A text from Sayori. Hey guys, how about reunion? Nothing fancy, let's just meet up somewhere for old time's sake. Seeing her name on my phone lifts my anxiety slightly. Smiling, I quickly tap out a short response. Of course, let's find a date we can all attend. As soon as I hit send, I feel something, like a bolt of electricity flowing through my body, reminding me of the friendships I made in the club. Reminding me of how they could stare at me for hours and I wouldn't bat an eye. I guess I've made progress before. Maybe I can do it again. No. Let's check this one out next, Yuri. Oh yes, of course. Melia, energetic as ever, picks up her pace towards a clothing store I never once considered stepping foot in. Following closely behind, I take a few short glances at various clothing racks displayed near the store's entrance. Advertisements for new spring styles sprawl across numerous displays. I've always found it difficult to see the appeal of stores like this. To me, it just seems like you pay more money for less clothing. A particularly small-looking shirt with a price tag denoting a price that I'm confident should be illegal grabs my attention, as if looking to prove my thoughts right. Yuri, what do you think of this one? I look to my left, watching Melia hoist a pink-frilly tank top up in the air. I think that would look quite nice on you. Not me, silly. You. We're here shopping for you after all, aren't we? Right. I don't know if it suits me much. I'm more partial to cooler colors. Cool colors? I got it. Leave it to me. You're going to look so good. I discreetly laugh at her newfound determination as she shakes off. As I lazily flip through the racks, I struggle to find anything that particularly stands out to me. But most of this seems at least decent. Others... My, this should barely count as a bra. I sigh briefly, glancing around and unable to find Melia with an eye shot. Usually the only thing I'd be flipping through on a Sunday afternoon is a novel. But for the second time in a couple of months, Melia managed to drag me out with her to the nearby mall. But I must say, something about looking for clothes in this style feels different. I feel like I can only describe as an unbalanced combination of anxiety and excitement. Thinking logically, it's rather a silly feeling getting excited over some clothes. But I guess you can't fault Melia. She's done well to convince me to immerse myself in the experience. As if on cue, I see her approach me at breakneck speed. Okay, I think I found some things. You have to try these on. You're going to look stunning. Seems like there's quite a few different tops and bottoms, but I noticed one particular standout. A relatively short-looking purple cocktail dress. Oh my god. Melia, I couldn't possibly put that dress on. Oh hush, come on, at least try it on. I guarantee you'll look like a knockout. Melia, I really can't. When would I even wear that? There's always a chance to use a cute dress. Go on, go on. There's no winning here, is there? I guess it can't hurt to try it on. That's the spirit. I already grabbed you a change room key, so get in there. Shoving the clothes into my arms, I nervously take them to the fitting rooms. God, I hope I don't regret this. Oh my gosh. Well, how do I look? Oh my god. Oh no. Is it that bad? Bad? The only thing bad about that dress is that you can't wear it every day. Oh my god, I just want to eat you up. You really think so? Are you kidding me? I want to kill you. I feel so jealous. Red flag? She's gonna kill us! It's not as a horror message. She's gonna murder us! I witnessed her futile attempt at making an hourglass motion with her hands. I nervously laugh as I turn back toward the mirror. It feels unnatural to have so much of my shoulders exposed, but I mean, it doesn't look bad on me. Okay, I'll get it. Let me just try these other ones on first. Take your time. But we're hitting the lingerie store next. What? Oh. I close the door to my room behind me, bags of new clothing in hand. I feel exhausted. Laying my purchases out on my bed, I mentally take note of where I'll be putting them later. Reaching down for the last, smallest bag, I dump out its contents and immediately feel a warmth in my face. God, did I really buy these? I lock my gaze on a set of lacy underwear. Melia said they look good on me, but... Are they gonna... Oh, okay. Don't skip that scene. Chat, stop it! You'll be happy you took them. You're not supposed to show these off. It's just so you feel good about yourself, so don't worry about that. Trust me, you'll love the mirror. Are we gonna see the mirror? I don't know if we should see the mirror. Isn't this a little too much? Despite my apprehension, a small voice inside me gets louder and louder. Now these words rattle around in my head. I'll look good in them. I'll look good in them. Before I truly think it through, I find myself removing layers of clothing. My body slowly meets the cool air of the room. Goosebumps start permeating my skin as I peel off my shirt and slip out of my remaining clothing. I can feel my heart pounding more and more as I slip into the lingerie I always thought was not for me. And for a second, I just stand there, though it feels like an eternity. Nervously, I turn around to face the mirror. Ah! Oh! I look at the young woman in front of me. The woman that, for the first time in her life, is going out of her way to look sexy. My undeniably attractive body I've hid from the world. Is this why I was so alone? I chased novels, poetry, and fantasy worlds when I should have been making friends, like a normal person. Why? Did all of those things ever bring me happiness? Look where it got me. Alone. But everything's changing in such a short amount of time. I don't feel like a background character anymore. People approach me. They actually go out of their way to talk to me. To praise me, even. Maybe this is what I've been missing all this time. I gaze at my figure, posing in various ways in an effort to take in more of myself. Why would I feel bad about this? This was all it took to be noticed, to gain confidence in myself. I should have started a long time ago. Oh, look how happy she is now. I'm getting there now. I'm getting there. My strong gaze is averted by the sound of my phone. How does next Saturday sound for everyone? Saturday? Melia wanted to take me to a party. Maybe I could cancel. No, I can't ruin this. I'm not gonna be able to do Saturday. Gonna? Yuri typing in slang? That's a new one. That's okay, Yuri. How about Sunday then? That works. Ooh, we should do a poem sharing thing again. You know what? Sure. Sounds good to me. Poems? Glance at my notebook and the dust that has settled on it. I haven't written in months. My hands begin to shake, causing me to drop my phone on my bed. What? I feel sick. I need to lay down. With a shaky breath, I collapse onto my bed. The gun, Yuri typing in slang again? Yuri typing in slang? That's a new one. Fancy. Oh no. I groggily reach over and turn my alarm off. I feel exhausted. How late was I out last night? The sun feels searing in my eyes. What time is it? 2 o'clock? Oh no. I'm supposed to meet up with the girls at 3. I haven't even written a poem like they asked. I look over at my notebook, still untouched. Hastily flipping through its pages, I find one that looks relatively finished. I tear it from the notebook and shove it into my bag. I glance in the mirror, taking a second to look myself over. What should I wear? Uh-oh. You're gonna meet up with them again. It's 3:30. In the distance, I see 3 familiar faces. I guess I'm the last one here. What? MC's not even here. He's not. Bro wasn't in the group chat, and he's not here. Bro was not invited. Bro was not invited. I mean, technically, he doesn't really have to be here. I mean, this is, if anything, this is more so for what, Yuri and Natsuki than it is for, like, Monica and Sayori. Since Monica and Sayori went to the same college, and then MC went to one that was around there. So, yeah, I'm like, if anyone, this is more so for the girls than it is for him. Before long, Sayori catches me in her glance and begins running towards me. Yuri! I brace myself for the incoming hug. Or tackle, as it may be. Yuri, it's been so long! How are you? Hi, Sayori. Despite her aggressiveness, I somehow managed to lightly squeeze Sayori in return. Yes, it's been too long. It's good to see you. Sayori releases her grip on me, taking several unsteady steps back before meeting my gaze. Sayori... Ah! Your hair! Guys, Yuri cut her hair! You gotta come see this! Monica and Natsuki, clearly caught off guard, approach us. Sayori... Oh, no, I thought it was Monica. Sayori, will you calm down? Jesus. What the heck are you yelling about? We're in public, you know. Yes, Sayori, please, calm... Yuri, your hair! That's new. I've never seen you with short hair. Yes. I hadn't cut it since I was young. But I felt like it this time. I felt like it was time. So you're stealing my style now, huh? Don't be a meanie, Nat. She looks amazing. I can't believe how much she's changed. Big whoop, it's just hair. She's still our same old Yuri. Oh. Can we go sit down now? I walked all the way here. It took like an hour and my legs are spent. Yes, let's go. I'm sure there's more to catch up on than Yuri's hair. Oh no, she's seeing the oh no! Oh no. I'm sure that cookie was at least twice your size. I hate English class so much. Monica, help me. Oh my gosh, it was so scary. You wouldn't believe. So when can we taste the Natsuki special? Hey, where's Takisato? Wasn't he supposed to meet us today? He couldn't make it. Had a last-minute assignment that he just remembered he had due tomorrow. Okay, so that was why he wasn't. But he just didn't say anything in the group chat. What an asshole! Just didn't speak. Also, I'm assuming that's his last name. Natsuki calling him by a last name, so Japanese. Everybody bow. Uh-huh. Of course he did. Seriously, Monica, are you sure you want to be with him? Monica suddenly clams. Oh no, the jury. Right, she's gone. Monica suddenly clams up for a second, hiding an awkward laugh. That is actually one of my favorite interactions. That's one of my favorite one of my favorite like little things to do if like with having MC and Monica date is just having like the girls just be like, Monica, are you sure about this guy? Like, Monica, are you sure? Like, I don't know. Are you really sure about this? I didn't know. I also, yeah, to answer the chat's question, I did not put a name in the beginning. That is a name I'm assuming was added in because they didn't let me give him a name. I know he has his quirks, and I know he can be a real bonehead, but I really love him all the same. I assume things are going well then? They are. We don't get to spend as much time together as I'd like on account of school. But when we do get to see each other, I feel really happy. How about you, Yuri? Any love interests? Ooh, you must! No, not at all. I haven't really been focused on anything like that. That outfit says otherwise. You gotta be impressing the guys with that getup. She's right. If I was a guy, I'd be drooling. You'd also be drooling if she was a cookie. Probably. The sounds of stifled laughter immediately lift the mood at our table. But not before too long, Monica chimes in. Oh, jeez. Look at the time.
We should probably start poem sharing now before we run out of light. Oh yeah, let's do it. Sayori enthusiastically pulls a piece of paper out from her bag. This is so exciting. I kind of hate to say it, but I'm actually sort of excited too. Back then, I got so used to doing stuff like this, I never thought about how much I'd miss it once we graduated. I dejectedly look down at the paper in front of me, at the months-old poem that lies on it. I used to be so enthusiastic about our poetry escapades. Everyone else seems to be as well. Yuri? Oh, yes, I'm ready. I pass my poem first to Sayori, and I receive Monica's. Her freeform style hasn't changed much, but it's even more refined. It flows beautifully from one line to the next, effortlessly weaving in double and even triple entendres. Following up with Natsuki's, it's simple, short, and sweet, as it always was. I guess it defines Natsuki quite well. Part of me wonders why I ever argued with her so extensively over this. Even so, she's obviously improved as well, expertly hiding complexity in her apparently simple words. Cheerful and meaningful, Sarah gives me an ever so familiar feeling of bittersweetness. Though I sense more optimism in her words than I used to, then they bring some relief to the corners of my heart. As I get to the poem's final words, Monica beckons my attention. Yuri? Yes? This poem, you've shown this to us before. What? It's the raccoon.
Yuri, you couldn't have picked one that's... Oh, come on, Yuri. You couldn't have picked, like, a more unmemorable one. You picked the first one. Like, obviously, they're gonna remember that one, Yuri. Actually, that wasn't the first one. I think that's Yuri's second one, actually. Zero. Pretty sure the first one was, I think the first one was the ghost. I think that was, it was the one with the flickering ghost, right? I think her first one was the ghost one. The ghost flickering moonlight. I don't remember the name. See, that shows you how much I don't go down Yuri. I mean, even going down Yuri's route, the poem still shows up. Yeah, ghost under the light. That's what it was. Yeah. So yeah, but she tried to at least pick the second one.
It's the raccoon. You shared this towards the end of our school year together. Look, you even dated it. I glanced at the date on the top of the rip page. In my rush this morning, I didn't even notice how old it was. Have I really not finished a poem since last year? Is everything alright? You haven't really seemed like yourself today. If something's wrong, you can always talk to... I'm fine! I didn't have the chance to write a brand new poem this week. I just got this mixed up with one of my most recent works, that's all. If you're sure. I try to control my shallow breaths, but the feeling of lightheadedness isn't fading. Well, if we're all done reading, why don't we share some thoughts with each other? Oh, what do you think of mine, Yuri? When I finish, I had this feeling you would like it in particular. Oh, it was very well written. I like the feeling I got from it. Thanks. What about mine? It was amazing, right? Right? Yes, I enjoyed it very much. That's it? No rebuttal on how it could be better or why my style sucks? Huh. Maybe you really have changed after all. Well, it's... I notice my hand starting to shake. I feel like I'm going to faint any second. I can't believe how much he's changed. She's the same old Yuri. You've shown us this before. I need to go. I need to get out of here. I need to get home. I need to be alone. 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 Yuri? Yuri? Yuri! Yuri? Wait! Yuri! Wait! Don't go! I shakily enter my room, slamming the door. Within seconds, I collapse. Monica keeps calling me. Stop. Please stop. I can't. I feel like a vice grip is tightening on my skull. I gasp for breath in a pathetic attempt to fill my lungs. My blurred vision is making me feel nauseous. I feel compelled to look at the mirror. To look at myself. Getting to my feet again, I sit on my bed and look in the mirror. Tears cover my face. My makeup running, creating a blurred portrait of myself. My mind and my body becomes mirrors of each other. But as I stare through the mirror, the tears disappear, and my makeup appears normal once more. I look fine. I look good. Huh? Stop! I hold my phone across the room. I don't need it. That life, I don't need any of it. Why would they want me to be a worse version of myself? Why? People like me like this. Even they liked me like this. I try to regulate my unsteady breath, to no avail. Slinking off my bed, I end up back on the bedroom floor. I hold myself into a ball. I'm unable to squeak out a coherent thought. I can't even stand. Someone, please help me. Yuri? Yuri, talk to me. Can I come in? I muster as much of a response as I can. Yes. My doorknob slowly turns. A ray of sunlight enters my room through the crack in the door. I can't bring myself to face her. Sayori doesn't say a word, as I feel her approaching and kneeling down next to me. She gently lifts me by an arm, caringly holding my face in the other, before pulling me into a gentle embrace. I finally break. My sobbing turns into desperate wailing. I let everything that's pent up inside onto Sayori's soft shoulder. I can feel my voice giving out. Seconds pass. Minutes, hours, days. I just can't tell. It's okay. It's okay. Sayori keeps tenderly caressing my back. Trying to focus on her gentle touch gives me back some control over my breathing. Eventually, I manage to gather the strength to pull away from her. But I immediately notice my mess of display has ruined her jacket with mascara. Sayori, your jacket. Don't be silly. Sayori now holds my face with both her hands, wearing a soft smile, wipes my tears away with her thumbs. Yuri, what's wrong? I'm so sorry. Shh, you don't have to apologize. I'm only here to help. I feel exhausted. I cannot but let myself fall into Sayori's embrace again. I think I tried too hard. Huh? All of this. I run my fingers through my hair and gently stretch the fabric of my blouse. I tried too hard to be something I'm not. This isn't me. This could never be me. Oh, Yuri. Why? Why couldn't I change? I tried. I tried so fucking hard. I just wanted to stop being that nobody. And this is what it got me. Yuri. We hold each other in silence, words eluding us both. You know, you are different. Maybe it's not exactly what you imagined, but you did change. You're still you, Yuri, just a new you. Sure, a haircut and some cute clothes can make you look a lot different, but that doesn't stop you from being my Yuri. Tears welling once more, I choke out the only thing that comes to mind. I just wanted to be liked. Yuri, we like you. We love you. We're all your friends. We never leave you. But you aren't here. Not anymore. I felt so alone. Well, that's true. We're always just a phone call away. I know it's not quite the same. We can always talk anytime you want. And if you really need me, I'll come running, no matter how far you are. I want to say something to her. Something. Anything. You don't have to abandon the things you love just to make some new friends. But it's also okay to grow out of things. As long as you're happy. As long as what you're doing feels right. Sayori firmly grabs my hands. She gets up and helps me do the same. Grabbing me by the shoulders, she moves me until I face my mirror once again. Maybe not all of this is for you, but only you can decide what's part of your true self. So, what do you want to see in that mirror? Sayori backs away so I can be alone with my reflection. And I stare into her eyes. I try to read her feelings. She's feeling stupid, regretful for everything she sacrificed. So much of what she loved because she thought she needed to force change. To be someone she isn't. I don't need to find validation through new friends and popularity. As long as I'm happy with myself, as long as I grow, even a little bit, then slowly, maybe I'll be that girl I want to be. I look at my hair, where my long strands once stood. I can't help but stifle a small laugh. This girl, almost unrecognizable from the one who stood here a few months ago. Part of her can't help but feel slightly proud, plunging into something she long thought she'd be too scared to pull off. I think she can change now. Just enough. I close my eyes. The reflection printed into my brain warps into something different. Sometimes, things have to get worse before they can get better. But I'll be okay. I take a deep breath, collecting myself. Thank you, Sayori. I don't think you understand how much I needed that. This is the second time you've consoled me on the floor. What would I do without you? That's right. On your first week in the club. I remember running my hands through your hair while we sat on the ground. It was so pretty. But you know what? I really like your new style. It suits you. Thank you, Sayori. I look in the mirror once more. I think it suits me too.
So that's actually really funny because I didn't think about that because there was a thought I had with this mod for a bit, which I was gonna save for the end. I might save it for the end too because we're close to the end, so I'll probably save it for the end. So people are saying side story lore and reference. Chat, have you been paying attention? They reference Sayori's line in the side stories earlier. And Sayori's like, your hair is so pretty. I used to keep mine like that. That was from the side stories, chat. Hello? Do you need me, the DDLC lore master, to help you? Oh, okay. Sorry, you don't remember one line of the scene, one line instead of the CG. See, you guys aren't reading. Chat couldn't read it because I wasn't there to read it for them. I love the running joke that my fan base can't read if I don't read it for them. What do you do if I'm normally not there? Wait for you to record it.
Oh no, I'm gonna be late. Sorry, Mio. I need to get going. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Oh my gosh, she made another friend!
I hang up the call, shoving my phone into my coat pocket. I didn't think it would take this long, but all the snow on the ground is making it surprisingly difficult to move quickly. Before too long, I spot the restaurant we're meeting at. Henka Cafe. I haven't been here before, but Takisoto insisted it's quite good. It is near his old house after all, so it's not a surprise he'd been here. As I get closer, I feel a small flake hit my face. Oh? I look up at the sky. The snow has started once more. Flakes slowly begin to fall one by one. I run my hands through my shoulder-length hair, removing some of the flakes. I can hardly believe it's winter once again. Time really flies. Though I can't help but feel excited to see them again. It's been ages. Last summer, if I recall.
I am sorry. I can't stop thinking about it. The author of this is a Xenoblade fan. I can't stop thinking about it because there's Mio and then there's Melia.
It's been ages. Last summer, if I recall. I feel myself smile as a single snowflake falls into my palm. They say every snowflake is unique, special. But at the end of the day, it's just another snowflake. And that's okay. They change throughout the seasons. They become unrecognizable from when they first fell. But by the time they melt into the spring breeze, the same special snowflake remains. And that is a beautiful thing.
Ooh. There you go. Is that the ending line? Yeah, there you go. Ooh! There you go. That's how you do it. I was waiting. I was like, that's the ending line? That gave me like fucking that gave me like fucking for Full Metal Alchemist fans, they gave me like the heart made Full Metal fucking, and then it just ends. That's where I'm like, oh, see, there you go. That's how you end it. That's how you do it. You get that one line. I love it when stories end like that. You get like one line and just ooh, boom. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. But so Great ass mod. The haircut was only the start, clearly. But I knew they were cooking, to be fair. You telling me the creator of Cardboard Box and Emerald Affection dev, bro, I knew they were cooking. I knew I was getting a feast, you know? I knew it. I knew it was there. I knew a feast was coming. But yeah, no, this was great. One thing I was gonna say though was, because I was gonna say, like, to me personally, I was gonna say maybe this is using base game lore, because to me I was like, the girls kind of splitting up like this never made fully sense to me to a degree. Because, like, if we take the base games lore and it doesn't overcall the side stories, they don't seem like they're that close in the base game, right? Like, I've seen a lot of people say that, and I kind of agree with it. So it's like, if you go by the base game lore, I could definitely see the girls outgrowing each other and the club and everything if we go by the base game. But I feel like with the side stories, they can't outgrow each other. Like, with how close they got and everything with the side stories, I feel like they can't outgrow each other. So one of the things I was going to say was that, but then as I kind of progressed through the mod, I started to realize they didn't outgrow each other. It's more of a case of Yuri felt as if they all outgrew each other. You know, it was more of a case of Yuri's anxiety thoughts made her think that they all outgrew each other and they all separated, but it's like, really, they didn't, you know? Like, they still texted each other and everything. They still talked to each other. It's just, to be fair, with how anxiety ridden someone like Yuri is, she probably just never tried to start conversation with them and stuff. So, you know, she just thought, they hate me, they don't want to talk to me. But it was like, they probably were always down to talk to her. They were probably always down to hang out with her. But she just, you know, she thought that they were never probably able to do that. So yeah, it's like, you know, it was very, very... yeah, I saw a lot of people in the chat were all saying how relatable this is. I can definitely see how this could be very relatable to a lot of people. Like... So Nora Ball in chat says, I know chat and I joke about horny, but the scene with Yuri acknowledging the look of herself was very good. It shows just how blind she was to her own qualities. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that wasn't like a haha horny scene. It definitely took me off guard, but it served a purpose. Yeah, it 100% served a purpose for Yuri to, like, see the visual qualities of herself and everything, you know. Oh my god, her self-esteem was very low, as we know, you know, so yeah. She has very low self-esteem. It was definitely like a self-esteem booster for her. Like, it was nice. It was a nice mod. It was great. It was good. I liked it. I liked it very much so. I liked it very much so. I liked that we had Sayori show up. Because I feel like for that scene, I feel like for the scene where Yuri gets comforted, I think you could, I think honestly, 100%, I think you could have used any of the girls for that scene. Maybe not MC. He's not a girl, but maybe not MC. But I feel like you could have used Monica there. I feel like you could have used Natsuki there, because I feel like, you know, they definitely do care and they do know what, I feel like they do have the right things to say there. But I think using Sayori there not only works because, as a lot of people think, and I agree, Sayori is one of the most emotionally sound people in the club, but also, as they point out, it's a nice little callback to the side stories with Sayori once again hugging Yuri on the floor. It's a nice little callback to the side stories by having Sayori be the one to reassure her on the floor again. It's like, this is the second time you've reassured me on the floor. So yeah, it's like, I do like that. I like that they did do a callback for the Sayori. Thickster in chat says, I thought that the usage of the extra coding for specific sound effects and the sort of animated feeling when the sprites moved around, it was going to get more towards walking Doki levels of extra coding, but I gotta admit, it was very tasteful and I appreciated it. Yeah, that is the other thing. The coding was, like, it definitely had the potential to be a little extra overcoded, you know, but I think it did it just right. Yeah, like exactly what you said, Thickster. Yeah, it did it, I think, just right. It didn't feel too unnecessary with a lot of the effects. I felt like it all worked very well, you know. And honestly, some of it was even like, it wasn't even like anything super advanced. How I knew some of it wasn't advanced, because there was some of the stuff I think I felt like I could know how to do. And so that's why I was like, it was just very effective. It was very effective coding. It was like effective and like a little advanced at the same time. It was very nice. Very cool. I liked it. Very fancy. So, yeah, this was a great mod. Great short mod, you know? I'm so glad Yuri fans have Yuri gets a haircut. I like all the surface. This sounds like a fucking like shit post, man. It's just Yuri gets a haircut. So they were like, oh, what? She just gets a haircut? That's it? Man, no, this was great. I loved this. It was a good mod. But anyway, if you want to download this for yourself, the link will be in the description down below. This has been Zero. Peace.